My experience with COVID started, I would say April 28th, when I got that phone call from my job that my position had been eliminated.
How has COVID affected my daily life? In the beginning, it was extremely devastating. It happened quickly. Being in the hospitality industry, we were shut down, hotels closed, hundreds of thousands of hospitality workers lost their jobs, and it was immediate. We didn't necessarily understand the disease or how we would be impacted, but we needed to react. In March of 2020, I was furloughed. When I left the office that day, I felt that that was it. I kind of knew that this was going to be a little bit bigger than what we had anticipated.
20.5 million jobs lost in the month of April. That is a record-setting month in terms of the American labor market.
That particular day, when I got that call, I had a meeting with my leads from the food pantry. We had a 12 o'clock meeting. I got to the meeting, and I just broke down, and I just started crying. And my leads were there, another pastor was there, we talked through it, and somebody said, "Melvin, look at your shirt." I'm like, what? Look at my shirt. I'm like, what's up? The t-shirt said, "Undefeated." And he said, "Look at your hat." I'm like, look at my hat, like, what's up? I looked at the hat, it said, "Gratitude." God gives us signs. We don't know how he gives them to us, but he gives them to us. And for the t-shirt that said "Undefeated," that means I'm gonna be okay. Gratitude, that means I'm gonna be okay.
But when the call came in that I was actually going to be eliminated, I was actually here at FCBC. It was one of the busiest days ever. It, for a small moment, didn't feel like we were in a pandemic. We were working on Hope for Harlem. There were maybe 50 volunteers here at the time. There were trucks outside, and I received just a very daunting call from an employee screaming into the phone that she had been eliminated. After 2 or 3 more calls, I knew that my call would come because it was actually my entire team that had begun to call me. I took a brief step outside, I took the call. My career seemed to have been over in 3 minutes. It was a very, very quick call. And I stood right outside on Adam Clayton Powell, and it was bare, there was no life. But as I turned around and looked into the doors of this church, it was hustling. There was life still going. And so I left what I was feeling outside. I came back in, I got a good hug, I shared with someone what had happened, and I said, "There's work to be done, let's go." And it has been that ever since.
I stay resilient by picking myself back up. Some days I fall down, but I get back up. Some days I don't want to get back up, but I don't want to let people down.
How can I tell someone to live, love, and serve? I'm going to stick with it. You have to lead by example. If I think about live, if 2020 has shown us nothing else, this life is short. Every opportunity, every moment matters. So go ahead out there, live. Take advantage of it. Love beyond the limits of your prejudices. When you love, when you put that out, you'll get it back. Serve. What does serve mean? What does it look like? I think it looks differently for all of us. I think that we get caught up in, I don't have the hours, I have the kids, I have to work. There's small things that you can do and still serve. So find out what that is and do it. What I've learned most from the pantry is in my service and anything else that I've done where I've served, I think I've gotten more back than what I've given out. It fills my soul. It's done more for me than the people on the other end. So live, love, and serve.
You're not alone. You're gonna be okay. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but you will be okay. God has never failed us, and he never will.